Okay.
Hello. Hello, hello. It just got done raining here. I was like, rain? Really? It's raining? Okay. I don't know. It's very cool here today. Like, I don't think it hit 70.
You can have our heat. It's still hot here.
No, thank you. I'll take the cool. I'll take the cool. So I was just noticing we have another Brandy here. Brandy, Brandy, and Brandy.
Yeah, yeah. It's even spelled the same as my name.
That's
Hello,
right.
Brandy.
That's right. And Mary Lou and Karen and Marion and Sherry and Sue. Sue, I know, has not finished reading the book. I talked to her today. I know. I thought, why wouldn't you finish it? It gets really good. I mean, I think she would like the ending of it and everything. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, so
But
you're gonna get spoilers.
there you go. If you're hanging out, she probably won't finish reading it. So we'll probably just tell her. We'll probably just end up telling her the end of the story. That's what's going to happen. Oh boy. Anyhow,
Yeah,
that's
I liked it. I was not surprised with the ending. I was happy with it though.
right. Right. Hello, Katrina. How are you? Yeah. So we left off, and he, kept having these whoopsies. I'm sorry that happened. My anger got the best of me. Sorry.
Just little whoopsies, huh?
Yeah. Then he started feeling a little less sorry each time. But this last time, I mean, she's like, I'm done. Done. That's it. I'm leaving. And she left, and she went right to what's his name? Um uh uh uh
Atlas.
I was gonna say Archer, not Arch, not I can't remember his name. I don't know why.
Atlas.
Last 6 drills on your diamond painting. Awesome. I finished a row today on mine. I have a whole row. Woohoo! Wow, a row. Anyhow, yeah, so she went right over there, you know, and just stayed there for a while. Just
Yeah.
stayed. So I was really pleased that she did that. She was just like, no, I gotta go. Yeah.
And I do love that you know, Atlas, he never once said I told you so, even though she told him he could. And that, he never pushed her for himself. He just let her know,
Yeah.
I am here for you.
Yeah.
And I like
However, Atlas has not been honest with her at all. Atlas
no,
has not been telling the truth. He's like made up this fake girlfriend thing. There was no girlfriend. You
and
know?
that could have really changed the entire story, because if he would have told her that first time, because that was before she really got into a relationship
Yes.
with him, that it could have changed the entire trajectory.
Yeah. Of course, then we wouldn't have the book and the story that we have now. So there's that.
That's true. Hey, Tammy. Hey,
Yeah.
Jennifer.
But Sue could leave. You could leave, but you don't have to leave. If you want to finish reading the book, you don't want to know, then. But if you just want to, I don't know. Yeah, and I do like how the sister supported her. That was like, it's his family. That's his family. They could have very easily, defended him, and I think they were awesome. Actually, the brother-in-law, I think he was awesome. He was like, I'm here. I'm just coming with him. I'm here to help. I'll
Yep.
stay. I thought that was, pretty cool. Hi, Lynn. So yeah, but Atlas has now twice now. Atlas has said, I think she's happy. I'm not going to say anything to her.
Yep.
He did it way back when in college or whatnot. And then he's done it again in recent times. Like, I don't want to say anything. She's happy. I'll leave her alone. I'll just go do my own thing, Yeah.
I guess, he's one of those kind of people that, like, if it's meant to be when it's supposed to be, it'll be. But if she's happy, I don't want to go in and upend her life. But I think
sometimes
upend her life.
Sometimes you need to just take the chance and say, listen, this is how I feel. I just got to tell you, if you're involved in something else and your life is great, I'll move on. But I just need to get this out. Hi, Stacy. And Katrina is done with her painting. Yay. What'd you finish?
Yeah.
What were you working on?
Hey, Stacy. And Wendy said, what would we give it out of 5? I don't know. I'd say for me, it was probably a solid 4.
Yeah. Yeah. What was I going to say? Something about the end of it. I was just thinking, what was in my head? Something was in my head. What was it?
Probably that I could definitely see where the this is the beginning could probably be, because the end kind of left it where.
Oh, I know what I was going to say. Not the ending. Oh, you're in Charlotte, Margaret? Hey, you're in my town. Oh, next year, you should definitely do a Chuck Pinson next year. They're awesome. The newer ones are, wow. Like, they're a lot different. You gave it a 4? Okay, Randy. But as we're getting towards the end, after he left, and he went to Cambridge or wherever he went. Is that where he went? Anyhow, wherever he went, and he came back. And then he still was very careful and cautious and kept his distance for a while. But then she let him in a little bit, and she had that struggle. The struggle was real, right?
Oh, yeah.
The struggle was real. That's fine, Stacy. We talk about other things too. It's fine. But the struggle there was real. She still has her feelings. She still cares for him. He's still a great guy. She still loves him. He's still got great qualities. And so she kept having this turmoil within her. Like, it would be easy to go back. It would be easy to say yes again, Yeah,
and she could definitely, she said she definitely could understand where her mother was coming from.
Right. Yeah.
But I have to say that when she made that final decision.
And it's interesting when she made it.
Oh my God. Like, that's almost like
she waited. She told him she didn't want to do it while she was pregnant and get ready to have the baby. She let him get really close, though. Really close, right? I mean, he was there. He was spending time with him. He was kissing her belly. He was,
sleeping on the couch.
Yeah, talking to the baby, all that stuff. I mean, that was close, really close. And she was comfortable with that. But she said, I don't want to make any decisions right now. It's about the baby. And who did she call right off the bat? Water breaks. Who's she called? She called him. He's the dad.
Yeah.
And she wasn't, she had been scared. She had been afraid. She had been worried about reactions and certain things. What would he do? What would he say? Is he going to blow up?
Yeah.
And he didn't. But that one thing that rang true in her head the whole time. Her mother.
But for her to make that final decision when he's holding his child for the first time. But I really liked how she put it to him. She said, the fact that she was like, I need you to tell me right now, if this little child, this girl, came to me and said, Daddy, my boyfriend hit me. What should I do? Daddy, my husband pushed me down the stairs. What should I do?
Mm-hmm.
And she's like, I want you to answer that honestly. And that, I honestly think that that's what, him physically seeing the child.
Yeah.
And it being a girl.
Yeah.
And for her to ask that question, be like, honestly, I need your reaction. What would you say?
Mm-hmm.
That, I think, is what it took for him to go, she deserves better.
Yeah.
You deserve it. So I think from that point,
then you got to go. You've got to go, because that's what you would want our child to do. That's what my mom would tell me to do.
Yep. Break the cycle before the cycle breaks you. I think that's how she said it, right?
I think so.
But I mean, honestly, that revelation also, I think, is what allowed them to be able to have the easy kind of parenting relationship that they now have.
And hopefully it stays that way.
I hope so.
Hopefully it stays that way. I mean, as we know, the next book goes on to, it starts with us, which is going to have to be her and Atlas. But it's not just going to be her and Atlas. There's a whole nother family here now. There's the baby. Yep. There's Ryle. There's all of that. There's his family still. She still has a relationship with them, you know? So, so it's not going to be
interact.
Yeah. It's not going to be easy for sure.
No.
I mean, you still wanted to root for him, you know, in a way, you still wanted to root for him.
Yeah, you did. You wanted to, you wanted it to be different than, but at the same time, I kind of knew that that's how the story was like. And honestly, there's no other way the story could have ended, like with it being a complete finish, because, I just don't know that most people would have been able to have handled, okay, she went, or actually believed, okay, she went back and it was all magic and roses and it never happened again. Not with the way the story was set up.
Right.
That question, did you read the author's thing at the end?
Yeah.
I was actually a little bit in shock, I think. I guess I shouldn't have been, because she really did seem to know what she was talking about.
She did know what she was talking about. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yep. And so when I read that, I was just like,
oh,
wow.
Fairly autobiographical, you know?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And, even though it's true that a lot of abuse relationships, like the father towards the mother is abusive, but not towards the kids, that is a true reality. But at the same time, I liked her assessment was that no amount of the good times with her dad was enough to outweigh the bad.
Right.
And that right there is enough of a reason. I want you and your father to be able to have a good relationship, and it's not ever going to happen so long as,
because yes, you will remember the good times. You'll remember good things, but it's still all overshadowed by, but there was all of this other stuff, all of that other stuff. It was always there, you know? And it's very difficult. And it's difficult to put those two together and make sense of that, as an adult, even it's,
And I love that her experience, and I think this is what helped her in the book the way that she did, was that, her mother, as much as she loved her father, broke the cycle, like when they were young, and didn't let it get.
Yeah.
But I love the fact that she said,
and like they said, it was easier to do it earlier on than further down the road. Further down the road, it would be much harder.
Oh yeah. Because the farther along you get in, the harder and harder it is, the easier and easier it is to make excuses.
Yeah.
And to just be like, I've already stayed this long, and I'm doing it for the kids, or whatever. And so it was very brave for her to be able to say, nope, I gotta break it.
Yeah. And, they hadn't been together that long, you know, so, and then having the past that she had, we talked about that sometimes you're determined to do different, to be different, to not have
Yep.
your story be the same as what you saw as a child.
Exactly.
And it has to be a conscious decision to do that. And you have to, fight that all the time. You have to really, realize I need to do something different than what I saw. I need to, yeah.
But it was also, in my opinion, very brave for her to, even though there were times that she wanted to undo what she was writing. She really wanted Ryle to have been a different character. But I honestly think that the way that she wrote this, not constant victim shaming or abuse, but just showing the reality.
Yeah, she made him a good guy. I mean, he was a good guy. He's a doctor. He's got excellent qualities. He's got, so it made it more, what do I want to say? It was more difficult for the characters to deal with. It wasn't a blatant, oh my God, he's an asshole all the time. It's easy to get rid of him, right?
Yeah. It was hard to hate this character.
Exactly. And so it was harder for her to leave him, even though that was the right thing to do. If it would have been a different character, it wouldn't have been quite as intense. It would have been just like, he's a jerk. I'm leaving. Bye. Hi, Lisa.
Hey, Mr.
And
Giggles.
How are you?
And I think that's what makes this book all the better, is because it really, since she did write about something that she knows, it's not someone who's never been through a situation or has never experienced it, trying to write something from their viewpoint of, first time, da-da-da-da-da. But no, she's lived it. She's experienced it. So since she did, she could write about it in a truthful sense. And it really endeared you to the characters.
Yeah. Yep. It was well done. It
really was.
This is one of the reasons that she is so popular right now.
I can see that. I can, because I was just like, wow. I mean, and yeah, there were times that I was, I was just going, come on, Ryle, just, like I was rooting for him. But then there were times I was like, no, I really want her to be with Atlas. But I just
straighten up and act right. Just, do
what's supposed to be done.
Get over it. Do something. Be different. Because there's so much good about him, And I believe he's going to be an excellent father. I think he's going to be great.
I think so too. And was it her mother who said that if he truly loves you, he won't let you take him back?
Yeah.
And you just kind of go, wow, like, and it is something, one of those that, because her mother has gone through what her mother's gone through, she was so worried that she'd be like, no, you need to get back with your husband. You need to, she was a little surprised.
Oh, her mom threw a loop in there. It was like, her mom was like, no, listen, honey, listen, Yeah.
So it wasn't exactly what she was expecting.
No. So, I mean, I'll definitely want to pick up the next book and read the next one and see what happens.
Oh, yeah.
So
I definitely want to see what happens if it begins with us. It's got to be about Atlas. And I'm curious to see how is Ryle going to handle that.
I mean, they've already been in one fight. I mean, there's definitely the possibility for that to happen again, or
And you know that Atlas is going to have some reservations about him, with the child, just because,
sure.
His, and I think this is where it's going to bring in his experience, which is like, for her experience, her dad never really did anything to her.
Mm-hmm.
But his experience is completely different because his parents were abusive to him.
Yeah.
So that's got to bring some of its own.
The mom knew that she didn't freeze up, and that she was proud of her for how she handled it, that she didn't have anything good to say about her dad, and she wouldn't do it. She wasn't going to stand up there and have a big facade and make up stuff and lie about it and whatnot.
Nope. So she adopted if you don't have anything good to say, don't say anything at all.
Yep. Yeah, and her mom could not fault her for doing that. She was like, good for you. You just, you stuck to your guns. You did what you felt was right to do. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to read the second book. I got to know how the story continues.
Yep. And like, she has what they call series, but they're really just a couple of books. It's not like it's a, 10, 12, 14, 15. It just keeps going on and on. Hers are just like a couple of books that are really connected together, same characters. So Marion's already ordered the next one. There you go, Marion. Right? So it's Karen. There you go. I know. I probably will too. I don't have it, but I probably will too.
When does it? If pre-ordered, so when does it come out?
My phone on me. My phone's out in the other room. I don't know when it comes
Marion,
out.
when does it come out? Y'all know? Because I'm using my phone, so that's why I can't. I'm filming with it. That's why I can't.
I know. I usually do, but I'm not for this. When I do StreamYard, I use my computer, but my phone, I left it out there, so I don't have it. I mean, I could go get it, but
October sometime. October 18th.
Soon. Yeah. I thought it was really soon. October 18th. Huh. That's my mom's birthday, you guys.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I don't know. My birthday is this Friday, but it's not a good day to have a birthday right now.
Not a good day to have a birthday?
No, because that same day, this Friday, is the funeral for that teacher.
Oh, well.
I'm like, oh, okay. Yeah. We had a faculty meeting today about it. And oh my goodness gracious. That's one of those that I'm one of those that if someone is in the middle, like crying when they're talking, I tear up too.
Well, yeah, emotions are an interesting thing, Well, yeah. Even when we were just talking about this book a little bit ago, I had chills for some reason. I'm like, I just got these chills, All right. So I think this is what we talked about last time, is that we're going to do this one next. What once was mine?
The Rapunzel one, right?
And this is Rapunzel.
Yes.
Yeah. So the twisted tale of Rapunzel, and not really how we know Rapunzel to be. So it's fairly big and thick, you guys. It's
really. Well, hold on. Is the printing big though? That's the question. Is the printing?
It's not small. Okay, it's not small and tiny. So, but it is almost 500 pages.
Wow. What's the name of it again?
It's called What Once Was Mine.
What Once Was Mine. Okay.
What Once Was Mine. Yeah, it's 484 pages.
Wow.
Yeah. So we're doing Nicholas Sparks after this. Am I right? Is that what we're doing? Or is it? Yeah. Yeah, it's Nicholas Sparks.
Yeah, because we were going to do Nicholas Sparks next, but it's not. He won't come out.
Not out yet. Right.
Yeah.
Does anybody Anybody that has a device available?
You already got a device that can use
When
protect.
does the Nicholas Sparks come out again? I forget. Oh my gosh. You have a different one on audio, so you saved a credit on audiobooks to get that one. That's what we're going to talk about right now, Stacy, is how much we're going to read each week. But I'm needing to know when the Nicholas Sparks comes out. I can grab my phone. It's not a huge deal. Hang on.
I'm kind of good to read whatever amount because. So you think it's the end of the month? Possibly. I knew it was sometimes toward the end, I thought.
That's what I thought too.
Oh, September 20th is what Stacy says.
September, huh?
You going with me later?
Maybe, sure.
Yeah.
Okay. September 20th. Okay, that's what everybody's getting. So this is, I mean, that's a good month away before it even comes out. Right? Then we'll have to get our hands on it.
No, not a month away.
Oh, not October. Not October. I was thinking October. Never mind. I had October in my head. I'm so sorry. No,
It's okay.
it's coming out on my brother's birthday. That's when it's
Oh,
coming.
there you go.
Oh boy. All right.
It comes out next week, but you know.
Yes. Sorry, I had October in my brain.
Yes, if it would have been October 20th, that would have been Chris's birthday.
Ah, there you go.
My
See?
child's birthday. Yeah, but
All right. So basically, I mean, we're in the middle of a month here. End up in the middle of a month, right? Somehow we got to where we were like, I don't know. All right.
I'm not sure how it happened. Oh, wait. Yes, I do know how it happened. I know how it happened because when you went on your vacation for 2 weeks.
Oh yeah,
So,
yeah. We
yeah.
started late in the. Oh, that was a long
Yep.
time ago. All right. Well, 484 pages. Well, 485 pages. 485.
Okay.
Want to try to do it in 4 weeks? Yes, it is my brain, Stacy. It is just my brain.
Mindy brain.
I can't help it. What can I say? 485. Let's see.
So you got the book in front of you, so now we can figure out how much. I'm good with reading whatever amount you tell me.
That is 121 pages.
We've done that before.
And you guys are not going to like this one because it doesn't have chapter numbers.
Oh, does it have chapter names?
It does, but sometimes they're the same.
Oh.
Because they're just characters' names.
Oh.
Like this chapter is called Rapunzel. This chapter, the next chapter is called Rapunzel. Oh, yeah.
Well, that's okay. I mean, we can still, with knowing the name and the page number, we can still find it.
All right. Well, like I said, this chapter that we're going to end on is Rapunzel. And it ends on page 119.
Okay.
119, and it's the chapter Rapunzel. The chapter before it is Rapunzel. The chapter before that is Rapunzel.
Is the chapter after it Rapunzel?
We're not doing that, Sue. We're not skipping a week. We're going. We're doing this. Chapter before that is Memorial Sloan Kettering. Chapter before
What's the chapter after it?
What?
What's the chapter after it?
After it is Rapunzel.
Okay.
So anyhow, page 119. That's all I can really tell you is page 119. What once was mine. And your Kindle will tell you what page you're on.
Yes, it will.
it will tell you.
But
I
now if
mean-
you're doing it on audiobook, I don't know how to.
Yeah, I don't know how audio does, but a Kindle will. You can always look up your page number on Kindle. But I just recently learned how to do that on my phone to get the information. I'd seen it in the past and I knew it would do it, and then I couldn't figure out how to make it do it again, if that makes any sense.
All I have to do is if I tap on what I'm reading, it reduces, and then down at the
tap in the
bottom,
middle.
it'll say
Yeah.
what page.
Yeah. Tap in the middle of the page and then it reduces and it shows you stuff. And then you can even
Yep.
scroll ahead to see how far the next chapter is or whatever you want to do, stuff like that.
Now here's a question:
Yeah.
Are the quote unquote chapters listed in the front of the book?
Oh, I don't
See,
think
maybe
so.
they know how many sections there
No.
are in
No.
this.
No,
No.
ma'am. No. That's all I got for you. Page
So
119.
I'll easily be able to, like I said, I have my Kindle. I can tell what page it is.
All right.
I just like ending where it's not in the middle of a section.
Right. So it will be at the end of a chapter titled Rapunzel.
Yeah. So Lynn,
It is-
and
it is
Tammy
what?
wanted the name of the book
What once was mine, Tammy?
and who's the author?
Liz Braswell. You see that?
Braswell.
Liz Braswell is the
Yeah, I think she writes all of these, if I'm
Yes.
correct. It's
Yes.
not where there's different artists.
Yes.
Because there's another Disney
that are done by different
fill-in-like
authors.
books
Yeah.
that are different authors.
Yeah.
I don't know if
the
you've
other
read
one?
any of those. Those are
Same.
good too.
This is the same author, Liz. So these are all hers. This is her, and they're all fairly. Where's the page numbers on this one? This one doesn't even have page numbers. Oh no, wait, there it is. Hang on. I'm like, whoa, wait a minute. We don't even have page numbers. Oh, I see. That was a sneak peek of Mulan at the back. Didn't have page numbers.
Okay.
484 pages. So they're both about the same. Anyhow. There
Okay.
you go. All right. I'm going to go. We're going to have some dinner, and then I think we're going to go trim some bushes, I think. How exciting does that sound? Trimming bushes.
Ooh.
Yeah, right?
Well, you'll have Chuck out there to keep you company.
I think we're going to my daughter's house, though.
Oh.
Not
Wait,
here.
you're going to trim the bushes over at her house?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Which
Well,
is
that's nice of you.
Which is my house. It's my house, right? That she lives in.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
But that's awful nice of y'all, though. That's really nice.
Well, yeah, it's my house. I have to still,
Well, I mean, yeah, but it's kind of like, even if you're like a landlord somewhere, even though it's still your house, but a lot of times people still do the upkeep. I still think it's nice. It still could be nice.
Oh yeah. I mean, it's just something I've always done, and anyhow, I know how they need to be done. Let's put it that way.
Right.
All righty. We're going. We're gonna talk to you later. So have a good night. We might get wet. I don't know. It might rain. So we'll see. All right. Okay. Talk to you guys later.
Have fun. Bye.
Bye, everybody.